Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel English with Shelley. In this video, we are going to start a new book, Oxford International Primary English Student Book 2nd edition for grade 5, Pakistan edition. So let's start with chapter number 1, A World of Adventures. Adventures mean experiences. So those experiences might be thrilling, dangerous, but full of fun and discoveries. So this world is full of adventure. If you move anywhere, so you find a new place, new people and new creature. So this world is full of adventure. There is a saying on this page that is, I am not afraid of storm, for I am learning how to sail my ship. Louisa May Alcott. So in this saying, the author says that I am not afraid of storm. The word storm is used as a metaphorically, and it is used for difficulties, problem and hardship that come in our life. So the author is saying that I am not afraid of difficulties, problem and hardship that come in our life, for I am learning how to sail my ship. Ship is also used as a metaphorically for life, and it's mean that from those difficulties and from those problems, I am learning that how to handle them and how to survive in this situation. So life cannot always treat you as you want. Sometimes some difficult and problems and hard time comes in your life, so you have to survive in that situation. So those difficulties and problems that come in our life are the things that teach us how to handle the life better. So this is the simple meaning of this saying. There is a talk time on this page. Question number 1. Look at the ocean on the map. On this page there is a map that shows the ocean on the earth, and water covers nearly 3/4 of Earth's surface. Which ocean is nearest to the country you live in? If you live in Pakistan, the nearest ocean is the Indian Ocean. Question number 2. What do you think this unit is about? How do you know? So ये unit किस बारे में है और आपको कैसे पता चला? So the answer is this unit seems to be about ocean, storm and adventures around the world, and I can tell this because of the title, A World of Adventure, and also the map that is showing the ocean, and also there is another picture on this page that is storm picture. So this unit seems to be about ocean, storm and adventure. Question number 3. Have you seen a storm at sea or a land? If so, tell a partner about it. So कभी आपने कभी ज़मीनी या फिर समुद्री तूफान देखा है तो अपने पार्टनर को बताएं. So yes, I have seen a storm on land. It was very windy with heavy rain and thunder. Trees were shaking and everything got wet and muddy. Now move to the next page. Describing the sea. On this page you will learn some exciting verbs that help you to imagine storm at sea. इस पेज पे आप कुछ वर्ब सीखेंगे जो कि जिससे जो है वो आप जो इमेजिनेशन होती है आपकी स्ट्रांग हो गई उन वर्ड्स की वजह से. वो जो वर्ब्स यूज किए जाएंगे, वर्ड्स आर डूइंग words. So words are the action words. So they tell you what the sea does. So those words tell you what the water does that is in the sea. So for example, the sea roars and pounds on the beach. The word roars mean when a water moves with a full high speed and making a noise. That is called roar. That action that the water is moving with a full high speed by making a loud noise, that action is called roar. And pounds mean hitting and striking of someone on something. So again and again hitting something on something, that is called pounds. So when water move with a fast speed with making a loud noise and then hit to the beach, so it make a loud noise, that is called pounds. So that motion and the moving of water is the sea roars and pounds on the beach. So इन वर्ड से हम अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कि जो समंदर था उसकी लहरें बहुत ज्यादा तेज से जो है वो आ रही थी और किनारे के साथ टकरा रही थी. Exercise A. Copy the word below and match every word to its meaning. Use a dictionary to help you. The first one has been done for you. So you have to match these words with the meaning of those words. First one is crashing, making a loud noise. So when something crash, it make a loud noise. That crashing action is called crashing. Then curling. Option A is the meaning of curling. Moving in a curve. When water goes up and move in a curve, that is called curling. You can see it on page number 17. Third word is exploding. Option G is the meaning of exploding, bursting with a loud bang. So when something bursts out, that is called exploding. For example, lava. When lava bursts out from the earth and goes upward, that is called exploding. Next word is lashing. Option D is the meaning of lashing, moving like a whip. It means that when a water moves fast and suddenly in a specific direction, that is called whipping, and that is also called lashing. Next word is pounding. So the option B is the meaning of pounding, beating down. So when something beat and hit with someone, that is called pounding. Next word is shaking. Kampana, moving something. Option E is the meaning of shaking, moving something quickly up and down और sideways. किसी भी चीज का जो है वो आसपास आगे पीछे या फिर ऊपर नीचे जो है तेजी से जो है वो हिलने को हम क्या कहते हैं, shaking. Next word is tumbling. Tumbling means falling. Option F. So when water falls from a certain height, that is called tumbling. Exercise B. Rewrite the sentences below. Change the words that are underlined with the words from the list in the box below. The first has been done for you. तो यहाँ पे आपको कुछ words दिए गए हैं और आपने जो है वो क्या करना है, जो नीचे वर्ड्स अंडरलाइन वर्ड्स हैं उनकी जगह जो है वो इन्हें यूज करना है जो कि सिमिलर मीनिंग देते होंगे. सो फर्स्ट नो अबाउट द मीनिंग. फर्स्ट वर्ड इज वास्ट. वास्ट का मतलब होता है बहुत ज्यादा, इन अ लार्ज अमाउंट और इन अ लार्ज साइज. सो उस चीज को हम क्या कहेंगे, वास्ट. डिन. डिन जो है वो एक आवाज होती है, कंटिन्यूअस आवाज जो कि बहुत ही अनप्लेजेंट वॉइस होती है. सो अ लाउड अनप्लेजेंट एंड कंटिन्यूअस नॉइस इज कॉल्ड डिन. सो अनप्लेजेंट नॉइस होती है उसे हम डिन कहते हैं. ऑस्टक एक फीलिंग का नाम है और ये ऐसी फीलिंग होती है जिसमें आप हैरान हो जाते हो और फिर थोड़ा सा डर भी जाते हो. सो उसे हम कहते हैं ऑस्टक. फीलिंग दैट फिल्ड विद वंडर एंड मिक्स विद अ लिटिल फियर. सो दैट फीलिंग इज कॉल्ड ऑस्टक. नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज फियरसम. जिस ऐसी चीज जो कि आपको डरा दे या फिर जो ऐसी फीलिंग जिससे आप डर जाएं तो उसे हम क्या कहेंगे, फियरसम. कॉजिंग फियर, ऐसी चीज जो कि फियर कॉज करे, खौफ पैदा करे. द लास्ट वर्ड इज बैटरिंग. बैटरिंग का मतलब होता है कि आप किसी भी कोई भी चीज है वो किसी के साथ जो है वो कंटिन्यूसली हिट हो रही हो और उसको क्या कहते हैं, बैटरिंग. रिपीटेडली हिटिंग विद ग्रेट फोर्स. सेंटेंस नंबर 1. द बॉयज वॉच द वास्ट वेव्स. तो लड़के बड़ी बड़ी लहरों को देख रहे थे. सेकंड सेंटेंस इज द सी वाज हिटिंग द शिप. So यहाँ पे वर्ड हिटिंग यूज किया गया है एंड इट इज सिमिलर टू द मीनिंग ऑफ बैटरिंग. सो हियर वी यूज द वर्ड बैटरिंग. द सी वाज बैटरिंग द शिप. थर्ड वन इज ही वाज अमेज्ड बाय द सीन. वो सीन को देख के हैरान रह गया. सो ऑस्टक जो है वो सिमिलर मीनिंग देता है, फीलिंग का नाम है जिसमें जो है वो आप हैरान रह जाते हैं. हियर वी यूज द वर्ड ऑस्टक. ही वाज ऑस्टक बाय द सीन. फोर्थ वन इज ही हर्ड द नॉइस ऑफ द वाटर क्रैशिंग अगेंस्ट द बोट. सो नॉइस जो है यहाँ पे डिन जो था वो भी एक नॉइस का जो है वो मीनिंग देता है, जो वर्ड है अनप्लेजेंट नॉइस. सो हियर वी यूज द वर्ड डिन. ही हर्ड द डिन ऑफ वाटर क्रैशिंग अगेंस्ट द बोट. लास्ट सेंटेंस इज अ स्कैरी क्रिएचर अपीयर्ड आउट ऑफ नोवेयर. तो कोई सी भी चीज जो कि आपको डरा दे या खौफ पैदा कर दे, उस फीलिंग को या उस चीज को हम क्या कहते हैं, फियरसम. सो अ फियरसम क्रिएचर अपीयर्ड आउट ऑफ नोवेयर. सो यहाँ पे हम फियरसम यूज करेंगे. With a partner, discuss which sentences sound more interesting, those with the underlined words or the new ones you have written. So the sentences that sound more interesting, that are the sentences used new words in the sentence. There is an information on this page that is, because there is so much water on earth, it is sometimes called the blue planet. So there is a lot of water on the earth, that's why sometimes we call our earth as a blue planet. Now move to the next page, an adventure story. So before reading the story, let's read out the glossary. First word is remote. Remote means far from anywhere else. ऐसी जगह जो कि बहुत दूर हो, वीरानी जगह होती है, ऐसी जगह जो कि बहुत वीराना हो जहाँ पे, और वो जहाँ पे जो है आबादी होती है उस जगह से बहुत दूर जो जगह होती है उसे हम रिमोट कहते हैं. ऑस्ट्रक. ऑस्ट्रक यू नो इट्स अ नेम ऑफ फीलिंग. फिल्ड विद वंडर, ऐसी फीलिंग जिसमें आप हैरान रह जाएं. देन टाइफून, वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टॉर्म एट सी. टाइफून एक बहुत बड़ा तूफान, अगर किसी भी समंदर में जो है वो बहुत बड़ा तूफान आ जाए, उस बड़े तूफान को हम टाइफून कहते हैं. एंड स्टॉर्म मीन्स तूफान. विटनेसिंग, watching. So when you are somewhere and anything happening and you are watching it, that is called witnessing. कि आप उस चीज को देख रहे थे. You are the witness mean कि आप उस चीज को देखने वाले, आप गवाह हैं. Witnessing का सिंपल मीनिंग होता है देखना. Now start the reading. Michael has been sailing around the world with his parents in a boat called Pegasus. So Michael and his parents were traveling on the sea in a boat, and the boat name was Pegasus. They were not just going on a short trip, they were sailing around the world. It means they were traveling by boat across the ocean to visit different parts of the world. And Pegasus is a special type of boat that run by a force of air and wind. So Michael and his parents were traveling. In a fierce storm, Michael and his dog Stella were washed into the sea. Fierce storm का मतलब क्या होता है? Fierce का मतलब होता है extremely strong and dangerous storm. एक बहुत ही जो है वो खतरनाक तूफान आ जाता है. Michael and his dog Stella were washed out into the sea. So in that storm, Michael and his dog Stella were washed out into the sea means that storm throw them into the sea. So वो जो तूफान था उसने जो है वो क्या किया, माइकल और स्टेला को जो है वो समंदर में गिरा दिया. They are now on a remote desert island. तो अब जो है वो जब समंदर में गिर गए हैं, अब वो एक ऐसे डेजर्ट आइलैंड पे पहुंच गए. But it seems that they are not alone. So at first it looked like no one lived there, but then Michael noticed that someone keeps leaving them food. So Michael noticed that someone was secretly leaving food for them, which means he and Stella are not completely alone on the island. There is someone else on the island also. Storm at sea. A storm broke over the island that night. One night, a great and strong storm came to the island. अब यहाँ से जो है वो आपको तूफान के बारे में बताया जाएगा कि तूफान कैसा था. Such a fearsome storm. बहुत ही खौफनाक तूफान था. Such a thunderous crashing of lightning overhead, such a din of rain and wind. और बहुत ही कड़क और जो है वो बिजली आसमान पे चमक रही थी. और दिन ऑफ रेन और कंटिन्यूअस नॉइस था रेन और विंड का. दैट स्लीप वाज क्वाइट इम्पॉसिबल, जिसकी वजह से जो है वो सोना बहुत मुश्किल था. सो वन नाइट A big storm came to the island. It was very frightening and strong. There was loud lightning and thunder in the sky, and the heavy rain and strong wind made so much noise that Michael could not sleep at all. The storm was so loud and scary that sleeping was impossible. Great waves roared from the ocean. So huge waves जो हैं वो ओशन से आ रही थी. रोर्स का आपको पता है कि तेजी से जो जब लहरें आती हैं और एक लाउड नॉइज प्रोड्यूस करते हुए उसे हम रोर्स कहते हैं. Waves came rushing from the sea, pounding the beach. और फिर जो है वो बड़ी लहरें आके बीच के साथ टकराती हैं. And then shaking the ground beneath me. So here Michael tells that huge waves came and it hit the beach and even making the ground shake under the Michael's feet. The waves were so powerful that they shook the land. Then I spread out my sleeping mat at the very back of the cave. Then Michael said Michael laid his sleeping mat at the deepest part of the cave, that is far inside and away from the entrance. Why he put mat so far? Because he wanted to sleep safely. Then it was fully 4 days before the storm blew itself out. So the storm lasted for 4 whole days. Blew itself out. This is the phrase. It means the storm slowly lost its strength and came to an end. The word blew came from the word blow, and which means that the wind moving strongly and fastly, and the words itself out means the storm used up all its power and strength, then stopped. सो स्टॉर्म जो थी वो उसने अपने अंदर का जो सारा पावर थी उसको यूज किया 4 दिन, और फिर जो है वो पूरा तूफान जो है वो 4 दिन रहा और फिर जो है वो खत्म हो गया. बट इवन ड्यूरिंग द वर्स्ट ऑफ इट, लेकिन जब तूफान बहुत ज्यादा तेज था, वर्स्ट बहुत ज्यादा खौफनाक था, आई वुड फाइंड माई फिश एंड फ्रूट ब्रेकफास्ट वेटिंग फॉर मी एवरी मॉर्निंग. सो यहाँ पे जो है वो माइकल बताता है कि स्टॉर्म जो है वो तूफान 4 दिन रहा, और जब तूफान बहुत तेज था तब भी जो है वो मुझे फिश और फ्रूट जो है वो ब्रेकफास्ट में हर सुबह मिलते रहे. तो उस आइलैंड पे कोई था जो कि उनको जो है वो खाना दे रहा था. स्टेला एंड आई केप्ट टू द शेल्टर ऑफ आवर केव्स. So Michael said that Michael and his dog Stella kept or stayed inside the cave. All we could do was watch as the rain came lashing down outside. वहाँ पे वो सिर्फ ये कर सकते थे कि वो उस गिरती बारिश को है जो ऊपर से बहुत तेजी से गिर रही थी, lashing down का मतलब होता है वो जो है वो उसे देखते रहे. So they could not do anything except looking outside and see the heavy rain falling very hard outside. Then I looked on awestruck at the power of vast waves rolling in from the open sea, curling, tumbling and exploding as they broke onto the beach. So यहाँ पे माइकल अब बता रहा है कि वो हैरान रह गया जब उसने जो वो बड़ी लहरों को जो है वो रोल होते हुए समंदर से आते हुए देखा. कर्लिंग का आपको पता है कि कर्ल होते हुए, टम्बलिंग एंड एक्सप्लोडिंग, ऊपर पानी जो है वो लहरें जो है वो ऊपर जाती, कर्व बनाती और फिर नीचे आती, एंड देन एक्सप्लोडिंग. सो इस तरह जो है वो तूफान को वो जो है वो बता रहा है कि इस तरह जो है वो समंदर की लहरें जो है वो आ रही थी और टकरा रही थी बीच. एज इफ दे वर ट्राइंग टू बैटर द आइलैंड इनटू पीसेस एंड देन सक अस ऑल आउट टू द सी. जो लहरें थी इस कदर खतरनाक तूफान आया हुआ था समंदर में कि ऐसा लगता था जैसे कि वो बीच पे आके ऐसे टकराती थी कि वो आइलैंड को पीसेस में डिवाइड कर देंगे, एंड और माइकल को लगता था कि वो लहरें उनको भी खा जाएंगी. सकस मतलब होता है ईटन अप. So it means that Michael watched the huge waves that is coming from open sea, and he was amazed and shocked by seeing it. And the waves are so big that they curled, then fell, and then crashed loudly as it hit the beach. So the waves are so strong that after crashing on the beach, it seemed it could pull everything into the ocean, broke everything, and also the island into pieces. Then I thought often of my mother and father and the Peggy Sue and wondered where they are. So Michael often thought about his mother and father and their boat, that Peggy Sue, and he kept wondering where they might be during this time. And then he realized, I just hope the typhoon, for that was what I was witnessing, had passed them by. And then he realized that the terrible storm that he was witnessing and seeing from last 4 days was a typhoon, and he also hoped that the typhoon had not hit his parents and their boat and they were safe. So here the chapter ends. While reading, which words have been used to describe the sea? So there is different words that describe the sea: that fearsome storm, thunderous crashing, din of rain and wind, great waves, roar, pounding and shaking the ground, lashing down, vast waves, rolling in the curl and tumbling, exploding, battering the island, such as sucks us all out to the sea. These are all the words that are describing the sea. Now move to the next page, comprehension. Exercise A. Write answer to these questions using the stack to help you. Question number 1. When did the storm break out? So the storm broke out at night on the island. Question number 2. Who was with Michael on the island? So Michael's dog Stella was with him. Question number 3. How long did the storm last? So the storm lasted for 4 whole days. Question number 4. What did Michael have to eat? He ate fish and fruit which he found waiting for him every morning. Exercise B. Write answer to these questions using the struct to help you. Question number 1. Why does Michael stay inside the cave? So the answer is he stayed inside the cave to be safe and sheltered from the heavy rain and strong wind. वो अपने आप को जो है वो तेज बारिश और जो स्ट्रॉन्ग विंड्स थी उनसे बचाने के लिए वो जो है वो केव में ठहरा था. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. व्हाई कुडंट माइकल फॉल asleep? माइकल को जो है वो नींद क्यों नहीं आ रही थी? So the answer is he could not sleep because the storm was too loud and frightening with thunder, lightning, rain and wind. So the storm was so loud and scary that sleeping was impossible. Question number 3. Michael thought about his parents. Where do you think they are? Michael जो है वो अपने पेरेंट्स के बारे में सोच रहा था. आपको क्या लगता है कि उसके पेरेंट्स कहाँ? So the answer is they were probably still on their boat, the Pegasus, somewhere out at the sea, hopefully safe from the typhoon. Question number 4. Look at how the writer described the waves in lines 10 to 12. What sort of picture does it create in the reader mind? So the answer is it creates a picture of huge, powerful and dangerous waves that curl, crash and explode as if they want to break the island apart and drag everything into the sea. Exercise C. Question number 1. Read the story again, then retell it to a partner briefly in your own words. So you can do it. So question number 2. Make a list of all the new words you have used. So all the new words that you learned from the above passage. So you can write those words. Then question number 3. What is the first thing you would do if you found yourself on a remote island? Explain your ideas to your partner. अगर आप किसी वीरानी जगह पे या वीराने आइलैंड में फंस जाते हैं तो आप क्या करेंगे? इस बारे में बताएं. So the answer is first I would try to find a safe place for shelter like a cave or a high dry area to protect myself from weather and wild animals. Then I would look for fresh water and food like fruits and fish to survive. There is also a question on the side of this page. How would you feel if you were caught in a typhoon or another type of dramatic weather? Would you be excited or frightened or both? Explain your answer carefully. So अगर आप किसी टाइफून में या किसी ऐसे ड्रामेटिक वेदर में जो है वो फंस जाते हैं तो आप जो है वो एक्साइटेड होंगे या फिर डर जाएंगे या फिर दोनों चीज़ें होंगी. So you have to answer it. Here is the answer. If I were caught in a typhoon, I would feel both frightened and excited. I'd be frightened because the wind and waves are dangerous and I wouldn't know what would happen, but also a little excited because the storm would feel powerful and awe-inspiring. I tried to stay calm and find shelter right away. So this is the simple answer of this question. तो यहाँ पे हमारे चैप्टर की रीडिंग एंड कम्प्रीहेंशन पार्ट जो है वो कंप्लीट होता है. नेक्स्ट इस चैप्टर का ग्रामर पार्ट हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में कवर करेंगे. तब तक के लिए अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगती है तो इसे लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा. तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़.